So it's safe to say that the PlayStation Portal is a pretty interesting device that got released by Sony this year. When you first take it out of the box, it really looks like a DualSense controller with a giant touchscreen slapped right in the middle of it. It does have a good feel in terms of build quality, which you would kind of expect from Sony. And it has everything that you would need from a DualSense controller. So it has all the buttons, it has all the thumbsticks, it has an extra dedicated connect button for accessories that you can get with just like headphones and things like that. It has a USB-C port at the bottom, which I would really prefer it on the top, but that's just user preference, I feel there. And it should have everything that a DualSense controller has in terms of haptic feedbacks, adaptive triggers, all that should be pretty much built in here with this. And we'll put that to the test in just a little bit. Now, when you power it up, it is going to take a few seconds for it to kind of boot up. So you have to hold that button down for a little bit, but when you get it and boot it up, it's going to come up to a very familiar interface if you ever set up a PS5 before. Now, when you get everything connected via Wi-Fi, the first thing it's going to do is going to download an update, and that update takes a little bit of time to do. I think it took anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes from downloading to applying the update. It's going to go do a reboot, and then it's going to finish applying the update at that point. So you're going to need to kind of set this aside and kind of let it do its thing before you can kind of continue on. Now from here, you just go ahead and set things up. I use the PlayStation app to kind of sign in and kind of get everything set up automatically. And then it's going to kind of search for a PlayStation that's on your network, which I have the PS5 Slim up here. Go ahead and click on that. And it's going to go ahead and go through the connection process and kind of get connected to that. Now on your PS5, you want to make sure you have remote play turned on. You want to go into settings, then you want to go into system, and you just scroll down to where it says remote play and make sure you have enable remote play turned on, because you're going to need that to be able to use the PlayStation Portal. Now, once it finds your PlayStation, you'll see it in the little portal. It'll go ahead and hit X. You can go ahead and jump in and start playing, and you'll have full connection to your PS5 from your PlayStation Portal and from pretty much anywhere in the house. And so if I go through navigate, it's just basically the PS5 menu, open up Astro Playland, because that's just pretty much the game that basically test all the PS5 features and especially all the DualSense features, and you kind of jump into that. And when I first started the game, you can definitely notice it's a bit on the crunchy side in terms of the graphics and sort of the visuals. It does pick up a little bit later and get a little bit better with that. I was playing pretty much in a room, just one room over, so I'm not quite sure. And there was Wi-Fi available all around the house. We have mesh Wi-Fi here, so I think it should have been a little bit better than what it was, but playing was fine. All the sort of things you expect from DualSense, that of haptic feedback, adaptive triggers, sounds, all kind of work there. Now, since this is a touchscreen display, it's going to replace the touchpad at the bottom. So you'll see right here that when I try to kind of do a flick or do a motion that requires a touchpad, it's going to highlight two different parts of the actual screen that you can kind of do that swipe motion with. And you kind of go ahead and just do that, and it works pretty well. Now, I really want to put this to the pace and use this to figure out kind of who this is for, because this is a really interesting device, because you're basically able to take your PS5 sort of technically anywhere, but realistically it's really for the house and maybe a few other different places. I do want to take it outside, see how it works on a 5G network. I plan to test all of that and more. You can definitely check it out. That video will be right here, which replaces recommended video when I have all that up. And let me know your thoughts about the PlayStation Portal if you have it already, or if you have some questions. Post your comments below. Thanks for watching.